What's up guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Anik, I'm a classical pianist. In today's video we are going to talk about the basics of legato. In the previous videos we've talked about how to use the pedal and why to use the pedal, and one of the reasons was to create this legato sound. Now, as I said before, it is extremely important to understand what legato means, otherwise the pedal won't help you. So today we're going to talk about what legato is. Legato is basically just the connection between two notes. It has its origin in vocal music, so it has a lot to do with singing, breathing, and all this like cantabile stuff thing. It sounds pretty easy, right? But let me explain you why it is not as easy as many people think it is. So when I'm talking about connection between two notes, we have to consider two types of connections. So there is the physical connection of the sound and then the musical connection between the notes. So every note that we are playing is connected to each other, even if there is not this legato slur. Now it's important to understand that to create this legato sound we need both of these types of connection. So we need this physical connection and we need, of course, the musical connection. Now the physical connection is pretty easy to explain and to achieve. So you have like finger legato, so you're creating the legato through your fingers and you're pushing down the next key before you're letting up the first key. So before the first sound disappears. And we have the pedal, so we can elongate a note to create a sound that is not separated. As this is easier to understand and easier to achieve, many people start to think from this side, from this physical connection side. But it is always important to start from the musical side. So we have to first understand the musical connection between two notes before we can go to the physical implementation. Now, let me try to describe this musical connection between two notes. Every note that we are playing is on a different energy level. So, for example, the first note that I'm playing is maybe on this energy level, and the second note that I want to play is on this energy level. So what I have to do between these two notes is to put more energy into it, so I get on the next energy level. We often do this by using, for example, the dynamics. So the first note is maybe not as loud as the second note, so we are doing a little crescendo. So it is extremely important what happens between the two notes. Now the difficult thing at the piano is that we can't really have an impact on the sound after hitting the key. So how can I create this crescendo between two notes without having this physical crescendo? So we have to create this illusion of crescendo in the end. Now, this is going to be the topic of the next video. Before we get into all these details, it is important to understand what happens between two notes. The sound that we are creating is just the result of all the moves that we are doing and all the thoughts between two notes. And it will show us if everything is fine that we've done before or not. So this is why it is important to breathe before we are playing, because the music already starts before we are hitting the first note. And also, of course, to breathe while we are playing, because breathing is connecting this energy thing with our body and the sound that we are creating. And like always, it is extremely important to listen to yourself and to your body, because our body in the end is the instrument that we are playing. It is not only the piano, you know, so we have to understand our body. So this was the video for today. Please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell. See you in the next video. Bye.